All right, so we're taking a look at your searches, and you seem pretty curious about Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
There is. It's like health stuff, some, specific times he was sick, and then a whole lot about him and the Knicks.
So we're going to dive into all that today.
Yeah, see what we can find out about Tracy Morgan based on what you've been searching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really interesting how these searches can tell us a lot about, what people are thinking about
Right.
when it comes to a public figure like him.
Yeah, for sure. So let's start with the health stuff. Tracy Morgan accident and Tracy Morgan health issues. Those are big ones.
Absolutely. Those searches really show just how serious that accident was and how people are still, thinking about his recovery.
Yeah, it's like something that sticks with people.
Definitely.
Then there's Tracy Morgan throw up and food poisoning. Those are a lot more specific.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because it shows that even those kind of one-time things
Right.
can become part of someone's public story.
Like those must have been, pretty public moments if people are searching for them.
Exactly. It seems like they probably got some media attention.
And then there's James McCare, which, brings us back to the accident.
Right. It's a really important reminder of, the tragic side of that whole event and why people are still searching about it.
Okay, so now let's get to the basketball stuff.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of searches about the Knicks, Heat versus Knicks, Tracy Morgan Knicks, Knicks versus Heat, Tracy Morgan Knicks game, even Tracy Morgan Knicks game tonight.
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty clear that you're interested in whether he's a fan
Right.
or maybe even goes to games, especially against the Heat.
Like maybe you saw something about him being at a game or something.
Could be.
Then we have some more general searches like, who is Tracy Morgan? And even Tracy Morgan.
Right. Maybe a little misspelling there.
Yeah, and of course, Tracy Morgan net worth. I mean, who doesn't want to know how much celebrities are worth, right?
Right. That's a classic.
Yeah, so those searches are like people who are, just starting to learn about them.
Yeah, getting the basics.
Exactly. And finally, there's Knicks game and Knicks games. So maybe that's part of the Tracy Morgan thing.
Yeah, could be. Or maybe you're just a huge Knicks fan in general.
Maybe both.
Definitely possible.
So basically, it seems like people are really interested in two main things about Tracy Morgan. His recovery from the accident.
Absolutely.
And his possible connection to the Knicks.
Yeah, it's interesting how those two things paint a picture of him, right?
Totally.
Like someone who's strong and resilient, but also maybe connected to, something fun like basketball.
For sure. So what about you? What stands out to you the most about all these searches?
I think it's how they show that people are interested in different sides of him.
Yeah.
The serious stuff and the more lighthearted stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you find most interesting about Tracy Morgan? Is it his comeback story, his maybe love for the Knicks, or just learning more about him in general?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to think about, how all these different parts of his life come together.
Yeah, it's all connected in a way.
Exactly.
Makes you think
It does.
about what draws us to certain public figures.
It really does. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into your searches.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.